All righty, we are officially live. I got to actually adjust here real quick. There we go. All right, so we are officially live. It is Monday, and today is live stream day, and it's also recording day. So if you are tuning in, well, the first thing that we're going to be sharing today is the secret ChatGPT YouTube trick to get more views in 2026. And this is something we shared the other day, something we've been working on that's going to help us, potentially could help you. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how we're using it. And yes, it has to do with ChatGPT. So we're going to be doing that. It has to do with outlier titles, proven formulas, and really how we can leverage ChatGPT to help us with that. So that's what we're going to be covering there. The second thing we're going to be covering on this live stream, and this will be also part of our recording day because it's going to be our second video that comes out of this stream, and that is going to be why YouTube channel explodes after uploading this one video. All right, so we're going to be sharing that and like how powerful it is to get a video in a certain style. And then from there, how do you take that one video and then kind of keep redoing that video? And it kind of builds off of what we're going to share here in the very beginning. So that's what we're going to be covering. Scotty, I know you're excited. I'm excited. We got a lot of things to cover here today. Is there anything that you wanted to share before we get rocking and rolling and start demoing our little ChatGPT hack?
Yeah, I will say, this is too, like, while we're doing this kind of like remixing all this, I want you guys as well, like if you already have a title in mind, or even this title we're doing here that we're going to kind of share on your own too, while you're watching. I mean, this is kind of like, you can do it with us too and kind of do your own thing and remix it to your niche as well. So I want to really emphasize how you can apply it literally right now from this live stream. So that way you can come out with something from this. And one more thing I just want to say, once we talk about kind of like remixing different titles and stuff like that, this also, you hear a lot of people talk about like creating a series, right? This is kind of that way of being a series in a sense. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind as well. When you hear a lot of creators say, oh, make a series, talk about like this content that's kind of similar, but it always has its own little different spin on it, this and that. What we're doing here is kind of doing that. You're taking the videos that have performed well for either you or another channel, and then you're creating your own kind of version of it, but something that you can repeat over and over again that is new, has a new spin on it, but it's kind of the same framework every time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. And let us know this in the comments. Let us know, is this your first live stream with us? Let us know that in the comments. And yeah, so let's just let's kick this baby off. So what we're going to be sharing here is, and let me just go ahead and move that out of the way, is this guy right here. Okay, and this is what we're calling our live video school video remix wizard. This is something that we basically built. It's a GPT, and if you're not familiar with that is we basically trained this GPT, as we call a wizard, to basically take our outlier title formulas and basically now help us remix a title that has already worked. I'm going to demonstrate what this looks like. The other thing that that this wizard does, that we trained it to do, was it also gives us talking points. So a lot of times when we're creating a video, we start the video with our title, with our intro. Then from there, we have to talk about what we're going to share that builds off of the title. So in this case, a lot of times people get hung up. They're like, well, what do I say? Do I script it? It's like, we don't script it. We just bullet point it. And then from there, we elaborate on that. And you're going to see this in real time on how we can do this. Now, before I officially kick this thing off and get started, as it says, click here to get started. Before we do that, I did want to say this. And I know some of you are going to be asking, well, Scott, how do I get our hands on this? We actually just gave this away. We're not selling this yet. We are going to be, but not yet. But we did give it away as a bonus during our 1K subscriber sprint, which we just wrapped up last week. If you would like to get access to that, where we basically walk through how to very quickly, we call it a sprint because in 30 days, we map out the plan to be able to execute and be able to have multiple opportunities to get 1,000 subscribers off of a video or videos. We gave this because it's a really good tool to help with that process. So if you would like to get access to this and the workshop for a ridiculously low price, in the not the comments, in the description, there's going to be a link. All right, it's going to be there. All you got to do is it's going to be the first one that's there. Just go ahead and click on it. You can check it out, and you'll get instant access to this. You'll be able to walk through it again and again and again, just like I'm sharing with you here. And inside of the workshop, we actually demoed it there too. All right. So with that being said, let's get rocking and rolling. So here's how it works. All right. First thing I'm going to need is a title that I want to remix. All right. Now, here's what you need to do. First thing is just click on Get Started. All right. Now, ChatGPT is going to use, searching my knowledge. Okay. So it's searching through our knowledge that we trained it with. And it's going to say, hey, drop a title that performed well. We'll remix it into new ideas. So now what I need to do is I am going to go over here and I'm going to look at one of our top performing videos, which is this one right here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. I'm going to grab the title, which, by the way, that title, if I go here, was YouTube Gurus Lying to Small Creators, How to Actually Blow Up. That was done last January, so almost a year ago. And that one there has gotten 346. Well, let's just open it up here. That one's gotten 346,300 views, 18,800 watch time hours, 10,700 subscribers, and it's made $2,241.70. And it's still getting views to this day. By suggested, browse, even a little bit of YouTube search down in here. The last couple of days, it's gotten 165 views, and it was posted almost a year ago. Okay, so we want to try to build on this, of course. Now, while you're playing along here, you could literally do this right along with us without even needing the GPT or the wizard. All right, so let's go ahead. Now that I copied that title, I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to copy that right there, and I'm just going to say, let's go. All right, now it's going to say, awesome. That's a strong outlier style title. Before I remix it, what niche or audience are you creating for? Now it gives you some examples. Here's what I'd like you to do. Put in your niche. I'm going to go ahead and put your niche in here on the next round. We'll do it one more time. So in the comments, post your niche. We'll pick one of you that's here live, and then we will actually try to adapt this and remix it to your niche. So Scotty, keep an eye on the comments. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say YouTube channel growth. That's what I'm going to put in there. Okay. So now it's going to say, okay, perfect. YouTube channel growth is strong, clear niche. Let's remix the winning title. So here it goes. The original is YouTube Gurus Lying to Small Creators, How to Actually Blow Up. Here are 4 remixes using clarity, curiosity, and relevance. The first one, the real reason small YouTubers don't grow and what actually works. It's a pretty strong title. Stop listening to bad YouTube advice. Try this growth method instead. And then I tested every YouTube growth trick. Here's what finally worked. And then what YouTubers get wrong about growing in a channel in 2024. Now I would have to remix this to say, hey, 2026. So if you see here, it says problem solution angle calls out a hidden truth. This one is anti-guru angle, positions you as the trustworthy guide. Personal experiment angle, high relatability and proof. And then myth busting angle, authoritative and timely. So you can pick any one that you want here. We can also remix it again if we want. But that right there gave us titles that are being built off of a title that has already worked. And that title is an outlier title for us because we have 30, what do we have now, Scotty? 37,000 subscribers.
Yeah, a little over 37.
And that video got over 340,000. So that's an outlier title. If you don't know what an outlier title is, it's basically subscriber count, and then you had a video that got a lot more views than your subscriber count. And in our case, 37,000 subscribers, the video's gotten over 300,000. That's a huge difference, see? So we want to build on that, and we want to use that as something that's already worked. Now, we can also find these in other niches and then adapt them. So for you, we could totally remix this, and it might work, it might not, but there's a better chance that it will because it's already been proven to work in this niche. All right. So let's keep going here. It says step 4, talking points. Pick one to build out. For now, I'll create talking points. All right. So I'm going to say, and it says here, if I want, suggest talking points, why most advice fails, the same. So it gives me some ideas, but I'm going to say, let's remix. I don't know, Scotty, which one do you want to remix here? Which one do you like?
I think number 3.
3. I tested every YouTube growth trick. Here's what finally worked. I like that. So I'm going to, I don't even have to copy that. I can just say 3. Okay. Great. You want to remix number 3. Let's lock it in and move into the next step. Chosen remix title. Cool. Here's your 5 talking points. The guru advice you tried first, what you tested, what failed, and why it doesn't work for small creators. I could totally do that, right? The one factor that actually moved your channel forward, retention, better hooks, clearer topics. He's even giving me that as like, hey, you could talk about this. The test that surprised you, a simple tweak that instantly improved performance. Okay. The repeatable system you discovered, the process you now use to choose topics, structure videos, and improve results, and proof it works. Show screenshots or specific examples where a video finally took off. Perfect. All right. So, I mean, I could totally use all those. I'd have to come up with my examples, but it basically did 80% of the work for me. So it says, here are your talking points for remix number 3. Want to change anything, or are these good to go? And I'm going to say these are good. Right? Perfect. Now it's going to say, perfect. Let's move on. Step 5, your binge loop prompt. Now this is something we teach in all of our trainings pretty much. The 1K subscriber sprint, we also taught it there. We call it our content sandwich. Inside of the content sandwich, at the very end, we are going to lead people to another video, okay? Another thing that they can watch that's ours. Really, really important. So what we want to do here is it's basically prompting us to say, okay, where do you want to direct them once they get done with this video? All right. And so here it says paste the video title, a topic, or URL, and write the binge loop sentence that naturally pushes viewers into your next video. So I'm just going to say the topic I'm going to be talking about is titles. Okay. So it's going to say, okay, cool. Got it. You want titles to choose from your binge loop. Okay, cool. The only YouTube strategy that still works. So these are like different titles that I could use, how I finally broke out of the YouTube plateau, right? So I'm going to say, let's use, let's see. I'm going to say number 2. And then from there, it's going to basically say, okay, here's your custom binge loop. By the way, now, so this is it scripting, kind of like how I would say it at the end. So once you get done with your content piece, I would then say, and by the way, if you ever felt stuck and couldn't grow no matter what you tried, I made a video called How I Finally Broke Out of the YouTube Plateau. Watch this video next. It's going to show you the exact shift and changed everything. Watch that video next and I'll see you there. That's it. And that would be done. All of this from a title that has already been proven to work. It could be our own title or it could be someone else's title. And then it gives us our final remix package. So I tested every YouTube growth trick. Here's what finally worked. Talking points, binge loop. And then the last step, do you want me to export this as a PDF? And I could say yes or no. Okay. So that's it. Pretty sweet. Guys, give us a little bit of feedback on that. Does that seem helpful? Does that seem like something that would help you come up with ideas of a video that you could create, or, kind of like get a little bit of an edge because now you don't have to think so much. You can actually go off of proven titles and even coming up with like what to talk about in the video. Would that help you? Let us know that in the comments if that was good. All right, Scotty, that was that. Now what I want to do is I'm going to do actually 2 more quick examples. One I'm going to do of whoever is going to comment that already commented in the niche, and then we'll use theirs. I also want to use one of a video that I found literally today.
Yeah, that one's crazy. I still can't believe that. I got to do my own research on that.
So I'm going to take his title and I'm going to remix it. And I might even do a video on that this week or next week. All right. So you'll see it here in real time. All right. And guys, if you're interested in being able to get access to this wizard, basically in the description, all you need to do is click the link where it says 1K subscriber sprint workshop. plus bonus, and you'll get the bonus. You'll also get 1K subscriber sprint, which if you're at all interested in getting either your first or your next 1,000 subscribers, you're definitely going to want to check that out. All right. So it's in the description. We're going to leave that there for you. All right. Now let's, where do we want to go, Scotty? You want to do someone in the audience? Let's do someone in the audience first.
Let's go. The first one I saw was for DJing. So let's do some DJing in there.
Ooh, okay.
I like that.
Hold on. Let's see here.
Maybe you can teach me how to DJ. I got a DJ controller. I ain't the best though yet. Still working on it.
All right. So let's so what we're going to
now, I guess we got to find a title here.
I'm going to use the title. I'm going to use the same title.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm just going to use the same title. So that way there we can see what it would do for a different
with this title. Yep. I like that.
So let's go here. I'm going to go, okay. Here we are. You can see my screen, right, Scotty?
Yeah.
Okay. So it says click here. I already clicked here. Got you. Before we start remixing titles, okay, drop your YouTube title that performed well. We'll remix it. So I'm going to say, okay, here we go. YouTube Guru's Line for small creators, how to actually blow up. Awesome. That's a strong performing title to remix. All right. So step 2, what niche or audience are you creating this for? I'm going to say, what did you say? DJing?
Yep.
So how it's just like DJing?
I would just do, now let's do this. Let's just, let's do,
like learning how to DJ?
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Learning how to DJ.
All right. Let's see here. It's thinking. It's thinking a bit. Okay. Learning how to DJ your audience. Let's remix your title. Okay. Here we go. The DJ advice that's keeping you stuck in what actually works. Personal plus myth busting angle. Number 2, why new DJs don't grow. Fix these 3 mistakes fast. What DJ mentors never tell beginners. What you need to know. I tried every grow faster DJ tip. Here's what actually helped. So I think maybe this one, number 1, is probably the best, unless you got another one, Scotty. Or we could always say, could you give us a few more?
Yeah. Can you scroll back up? I want to see the first one again. DJ is keeping you stuck. Well, actually, I like 1 the best.
Okay.
And it's funny. I'm going to give an example in a little bit of one I used actually that kind of worked. But anyway, 1's good. Let's go with 1.
Go with 1. Okay. So let's go with 1. All right, great. Option 1, the DJ device that's keeping you stuck. All right. Are these talking points okay? Since 1 is unclear, I need to confirm what you meant. Okay. All right. So I guess yes. Option 1. Let's see here. Let me go back up, and I'm just going to copy the title in here, so that way there it knows. All right, locked in. There we go. Okay, good. All right. Here's the talking points. The harmful beginner advice new DJs hear everywhere, like buying expensive gear first, just practice more, or copy big DJ sets. Why focusing on effects plus flashy tricks too early slows your actual progress. The skills that matters way more than gear, track selection, and phrase matching. The simple practice framework that actually speeds up your learning curve. 10-minute drills, structured remixing, and recording your sessions. The real path to growing fast as a DJ. Clear skills, consistent practice, and small public reps. Mixes, live streams, sharing. Are these talking points okay? So let's just say yes. Oops, Tess. I guess I meant yes. There you go. Okay.
Tess is yes, it says.
I know, right? Yeah. Okay. Step 5. Where would you like to send people next? Okay. So let's say I'm going to say that I have a video that's already created. That's the beginners. Oops. Helps if I can spell the beginners. Maybe guide to becoming a professional DJ.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, at the end of the video, if you're serious about leveling up, go watch the Beginner's Guide to Becoming a Professional DJ. It walks you through the exact steps to go from hobbyist to confident performer. Start that one next. That's pretty good.
I like that.
And then basically here's the whole package. All right.
Yep.
The DJ advice that's keeping you stuck and what actually works. There's all the talking points. And then your binge loop at the very end is, and basically it says at the end of the video, if you're serious about leveling up, go watch the Beginner's Guide to Becoming a Professional DJ. It walks you through the exact steps to go from hobbyist to confident performer. Start that one next. I'll see you there. Like, that's it. And that's it. Pretty good. I like
great. I want he said, I like it. Thank you. Yeah. I want to share this too. So real quick, and this just goes back to, guys, it's all about titles. And we love the outlier titles because it's stuff that's proven to work. And then when you just take it, whether it's in your niche or outside of your niche, and then you can use the same framework, and this now this simplifies it so you don't have to do as much of the hard thinking. It's
right.
Like, why not leverage AI in that aspect? And it's better than just saying to ChatGPT, give me a good title. It's right. Like, this is like, it's going through our entire framework of what we kind of model and stuff. And then it's, again, making it outlier titles in your own niche. So quick little story, not too long ago, I did a test. So I had a channel that, it was an old channel that I was doing like sneaker restoration videos on. And that, I mean, it wasn't a big channel, probably like 3,000 subscribers, had a couple videos over 100,000. It was okay. But stopped using it. And then when we started live video school, I did a test for like 4 videos. And I said, I'm going to do a test because I recently, and this is why I'm bringing this up, I recently was doing DJing. And so I was like, I'm going to do a couple of videos on DJing, even though I'm not any professional. I'm just learning, but it's part of my journey, and people could go along with the journey of what I'm learning as I'm going. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. And then I'm going to use it as a case study. So later on I can share what happened. Right. So I use specifically outlier titles that we were already looking at. I just put it into the DJing niche. I'm going to share my page real quick. Okay. I have 2 videos that I posted that took off. I mean, not huge, but micro viral. So let me share it real quick. Oh, that's why. There it is. Okay. Not that one. This one. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. So this video, here, I'll go to the title. I paid, here, let me zoom in. I paid $500 learning to DJ so you don't have to. All right. Pretty solid title. Right. And then if you look at the thumbnail, actually day 1, day 2, day 3, right? Whatever. That video, again, remember, this is a whole other niche. I was doing sneaker stuff on this. I just did the test is just about the titles, right? So went over here, got 2,000 views, took about a day or two, got over 2,000 views, 100 watch hours, 45 subscribers, reach 26,000, 5.9% click-through rate, not bad, right? And this is, again, focusing on this title. And the reason I also bring this up is one of the titles you came across, Dad, was, it wasn't I paid, but it was I tried blank.
Right.
And then so you don't have to. It's like the same framework again. It's just, again, different wording of it, right? Mm-hmm. And so then I did another video. This video right here, this one got almost 9,000, still getting views actually through search. It's still getting views right now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. You can see right here, 54% search, but it started out as browse. And suggested up there.
What's the title on that one?
This one, this is another good outlier. It's stupid easy to add stems to your Flex 4. Here's how DJs do it. Now, Flex 4 is the DJ controller. It's the one I have, and stems are like pretty much like buttons that you can take like your vocals out, or you can take your instrumental out, your drums, whatever, right? But I learned how to program it from watching a YouTube video, and all I did was I took what I learned. Actually, I think it was through a course I did, but I took what I learned and then I shared the little bit of it and I put it in a video. The video is not long. It's like 5 minutes long. It's not a long video, right? There's my thumbnail.
What was the click-through rate on the thumbnail?
So we had, let's see. Again, 8.3K views. Reach was 59,000, 9.7% click-through rate.
Oh, wow. That's good.
It's pretty solid.
What was it out of the gate?
2.1.
Oh my gosh.
Low.
Yeah.
And it only had 1,000 impressions in the first 24 hours. But then it just picked up.
Yeah. Go back to your overview. I'm just curious, what was
Okay.
that warning sign? Yeah, that red.
Oh no, this is because of I had a copyright in there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't monetizing this because I had I use like actual songs.
Yep.
So it was a thing. Yeah, but and then I'm just curious now that I'm here what the engagement was like. Look at this graph. That's interesting.
That
Look,
is
it's
interesting.
terrible. 40.
Yeah, but they were going back and forth up on those peaks.
But you know why they went
going,
here?
yeah, they were going back
Settings.
and forth.
You know why though?
Yeah,
Settings.
because they want to see the settings.
Look, go here,
Yep.
settings.
Settings.
Go here, settings.
Yep.
That's all that was.
Yep. We've seen that too. Like whenever you throw up a screenshot with like a detailed area to look at or something, people will always kind of go
I'm
back.
curious with this one then. Let's see. No, it's under engagement, right? Yeah. This one, I don't think I had. Oh no, I did have me in it. But you can see the spikes, right? So what did I have here? There's a controller there.
Mm-hmm.
Another spike here. Still
Mm-hmm.
controller. A little bit up in here. That one I didn't.
Interesting.
But it's very interesting. But yeah, I love looking at this stuff. But anyway, I just threw that out there because we were talking about DJing. But I just thought it was cool that, like, again, these titles are all outliers that came from people who've done other videos, not in the DJing space, but in another space that was like, I think I got this from someone who did like, you know what it was from? I think it was from not that I paid, but it was like I tried or something. Or I tested. That's what it was. I tested 300 thumbnails, so you don't have to, or something. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And then I took it and I was like, oh, I'll do this in this niche, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, the stupid one, was remind me later, whatever that is. Stupid easy to add, whatever. That was another one's like it's stupid easy to grow on YouTube or something like that. And I just took it out of that, put it into this, tested it out, and again, you can see like even in the first day, 32 views.
Right.
You see, like, and a lot of people be like, oh, video tanks, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Perfect example, and I'm teeing you up. Look at this. I teed you up perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
You know where I'm going with this.
No, I don't really actually. But
guys, watch his expression when he's like, oh, wow, you did a great job there.
Yeah.
32 views at the end of the first day. Okay. You wouldn't think that this video would pick up or take off. It's kind of like a video that he's about to share with you that had about 32 views at the end of the first day that he just found.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That blew up a little bit more than 8,000 views. And with that, I tee you up, Dad. You got that ready to be pulled up?
Yeah, I got it ready. Got to add this to the stage.
You can't tell me that wasn't a great tee up. Like it was perfect.
It was good.
Timing.
Really good.
You know where I was going with that.
I didn't. But now I do. All right, cool. So let's do one more real quick, and we're going to build off of what you just talked about.
Let's do it.
So I found this guy's video today. He's got one video. Okay, one video. He's now got 6,300 or 310 subscribers, but just a little while ago, he had only 5,000. He's getting a lot of subscribers quickly. He's getting 10,200 views per hour. Okay. Now, why am I going to share this with you? I think it's crazy that I stumbled on that today, but that's an outlier. Okay. This is a brand new channel. But what I want to do now is I want to go here and I want to take this title and I'm going to go over to my little wizard here and I am going to use that outlier title. So let's go for it. Let's do it.
Please do.
All right. So here we go. All right. Drop the title in there. Here we go. I'm going to take this out just so it doesn't draw anything up there. Let's go ahead and see here. All right. All right. So here we go. What niche or audience? Now I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to say over 50 YouTube creators. Okay. So here we go. I rebuilt my life on YouTube at 53 with almost no savings. It's pretty solid. Starting a YouTube channel at 50 plus with only $20,000, the truth no one tells you. How I escaped the rat race at 53 and used YouTube to replace my income. The exact plan I used at 53 to quit my job and grow on YouTube. Now, here's the only thing about this one is I didn't quit my job. I didn't like, so that's, so now I'd have to actually fine tune it a little bit. So that way there, it makes sense. So like something here, like how I escaped the rat race, you know, I might not put in rat race. I might say how I escaped, the 9-to-5 grind at 53, right? And I'm using YouTube to do it or something like that, right? So that's how I could technically use this. This here, like I rebuilt my life on YouTube at 53 with almost no savings. I'm just going to say here, can you take out the money part? Let's just see what my little wizard here does. All right, cool. So these are just talking points that it's saying, I guess, because it wants that one there. So let's see here. The moment I knew I had to walk away. Okay, so it's updating the talking points. No, the title. All right, so got it. I think, yeah, got it. You want to remix the title itself. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I rebuilt my life on YouTube at 53 with almost no experience. Starting a YouTube channel at 50 plus with only, let's see, it goes back to that, how I escaped the rat race 53 and found purpose on YouTube. That's a good one.
That's pretty good.
I like that one. So I'm going to say number 3.
That's not bad too, though. 4 is pretty solid.
Exactly. To quit the rat race and reinvent myself. Yeah, that is good too.
All right. I only say that because the exact plan, guys, is has been known as a pretty good outlier.
Let's do number 4.
Anything with the exact
for the title
has been pretty good.
Okay. So here's the talking points. Why 53 was the breaking point. The moment you knew the traditional career path no longer aligned, the simple YouTube plan that made reinvention feel possible, how documenting instead of scripting unlocked your voice. That's good. What changed once YouTube became part of your weekly rhythm, and then the exact steps someone over 50 can copy to today. Yeah, that's all good. I like it. These are great. Okay, awesome. And then it says the binge loop. Okay, just paste one video title. I'm going to do the one how YouTube changed my life with only 1,000 subscribers, because I did a video on that. And then we'll use that as the one it's going to point to. Cool. Now that you've seen how I reinvented myself on YouTube at 53, you should check out the video where I share how YouTube changed my life with only 1,000 subscribers. It'll show you why the number doesn't matter. The transformation does. I'll see you there. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I would clean it up, but it's not bad. The talking points is good. So yeah, everything here did pretty good. So that's a pretty solid, actually 2 titles. I like actually both of those. The exact plan I used at 53 to quit the rat race and reinvent myself on YouTube. That's not bad. The other thing that I could throw in here, because Scotty, you and I have been talking about it, the exact plan I used at 53 to reinvent myself on YouTube. I wanted to throw in there like midlife.
I knew you wanted to do that.
Yeah. The exact plan I used.
I would probably do it more of like the exact plan I use at 53. Might not want to do quit, but you might want to do like to fix my midlife crisis.
Yeah, but for me too, it could be also like I used to quit the.
Oh, here, let's test that. Let's test your little wizard out. In there, I want you to say add in. Yeah, like.
Can you add?
Can you no? Can you no? Here,
can you
take
remix
out rat race? Can you take out rat race? And have something about midlife crisis.
I don't necessarily think it's got to be a crisis. I'm just going to
just midlife, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not terrible.
What's that one? Wait,
The exact plan I used at 53 to completely reinvent my midlife on YouTube. How I reinvented my midlife at 53 and why YouTube made it possible. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
My midlife reinvention at 53, the YouTube plan that changed everything. It's not bad either.
That's going off of that other one that changed everything.
Yeah, so those are pretty good. So guys, what do you think? Pretty cool. And if you guys are interested in getting access to the video remix wizard, all you need to do is go in the description. And if you or when you get the 1K subscriber sprint workshop, which is also going to help you over the next 30 days, it's basically a 30-day sprint. We help you map it out. We help you find titles. We help you do things just like this, but then also create that plan so you can stick to it for 30 days and go out there and create some videos that are going to get more views and more subscribers. So that's what it's all about. So that's what we got for you there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch gears and we are going to be doing the next topic, which is going to be, let me go ahead and pull that up on my end. Why YouTube channel explodes after uploading this one video. And I'm actually going to show you a real example that I've got queued up. And we're gonna kind of walk through that here together. So Scotty, anything in the comments we need to address before we move on?
No, this is that time of the live, guys, where we're actually, this is our content hack, which is our, we're going to be recording a video right here, recording. You guys are still getting the value out of it, but we take this down. We don't take it down, but we cut it out. So that way on Wednesday or whatever day, usually it's Wednesday for us, we're going to post as its own individual clip. So it still will be here in the live stream when this is on the replay, but this section of it will be its own video on Wednesday. This is how we kind of get away with creating more content for less work. So we're using, again, like about an hour of time that we're putting into recording these videos, and we're able to create 2 to 3 pieces of content every week. So it's not every day you got to post a video or create a video and then edit it and post and all of that. Plus the editing is down to like 15 minutes and we get a video edited and done. So this is the hack right here. He's going to go into this point. So you kind of see how he starts it, and then he'll have a cut. And then from there, that's how we kind of cut it out.
All right, here we go. Pull me up. Oops, there we go. All right, cool. So here we go. And I'm going to make sure that my screen is being shared on that other one. So let me just go ahead and pull that back up. And I'm going to go over to the one that I'm going to be sharing, which is going to be this one. And there we go. All right, cool. Okay, so here we go. Let me get my notes up. All right, here we go. I'm just getting my stuff all rearranged here, guys, so bear with me. All right, here we go. All right, in this video, I'm going to show you why a YouTube channel can actually blow up almost overnight from one video. Not thousands of videos, not even hundreds of videos, but one video. And if your channel right now is feeling stuck, you could literally be just one video away. And I want to give you that formula, and I want to show you an example from one of our students, a real example, and you'll be able to model this and give it a try for yourself. All right. So with that being said, what I'm talking about is there's 3 different things that make a video pop, and it's all about getting a video to pop. And I'm not saying it's got to go viral, although that wouldn't hurt, but we're talking about going what we call micro viral. All right. Now, we don't currently have a video that has ever gone viral, because I look at a video that's gotten over 1 million views is technically viral in my eyes. And the student that we're going to be sharing with you that had a video go micro viral actually blew up his channel. And our channel has gotten blown up over the past 1.5 years from just a handful of videos, but one video in particular can do it. Now, what am I talking about? Like, what is the formula? The formula is title, number 1, the outlier title. And what I'm about to share with you, the title is actually something that you can model and you can actually see the framework. So again, feel free to take it and rearrange it a little bit. And I'll talk about how to do that. But you want to take that title and you want to build off of that. The next thing is the thumbnail. Is the thumbnail something that invokes curiosity? Is it something that gets someone's attention? Again, I'm going to show you examples and you can literally take this and give it a try for yourself. All right. And then the third, probably one of the most important, the title is the most important, but you got to do this next piece or it ain't going to work. And that is, you got to be consistent. You can't just expect you're going to do one video and it's going to all of a sudden happen. We have to actually keep putting up videos. And the guy that I'm talking about, Gavin, who's one of our students, that's exactly what he did. He's just like you and just like me. We were posting videos, getting 100 views, 200 views, maybe if we got lucky, 500 views, and then just kept posting. And after you kept posting, you had a video that caught. And then that video caught and it lifted everything else. So let me show you exactly what this looks like. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So here we go. This is the channel that I'm talking about. This is one of our students. Like I said, his name is Gavin. And this video right here, actually this one, 5 months ago, okay, that's when, about 6 months is when he's been working with us. This one exercise builds muscle everywhere. Everyone over 40 needs to try. Okay. So that's that one. If I pull it up over here,
than the other, but you can
see very simple video. Actually, if I go back here, you can see he's in his gym, but there's no fancy edits. There's no fancy anything. And it's only 5 minutes and 39 seconds. He literally said this was a video. He was like, had a long day. He just didn't know if he was going to have time to do it, but he's like, you know what? I'm going to be consistent and I'm going to post this video. And here he is, 850,000 views. And this one here completely changed his channel. If I look down here, if you look at this, let's look at the first 24 hours of this video. Look at this, guys. I want you to pay attention to this. Look at, this is all he got for views. Look at, nothing. Let's look at first 7 days. Oh boy, right about here. The 4th day is when it took. It started to catch a little bit here, got a little bit more views, and then all of a sudden, bingo, up it went. Okay, so look at this, 1,056 comments. He's got 61,800 subscribers now. And when he joined with us, he had 2,000, I think just 2,000 subscribers. But let's go back here now, because what I really want to show you is that was, let's see here, go back here. This here, 850,000. Well, this one exercise builds muscle everywhere. Well, let's see what he did here 2 months ago. This one dumbbell exercise builds muscle everywhere. And then here it says everyone over 50 needs this. This one here said everyone over 40 needs this. So the only thing he changed really was, well, one is spelled out in this one. This one here is the actual number. And then he said, everyone over 50 needs this. This one here is everyone over 40 needs this. So how can you use something like this if you wanted to test this? You could use something in your niche that's like this one, fill in the blank, that does this everywhere, or that does this thing, right? So you have to kind of rework it to fit your stuff. So if I wanted to use the remix tool right here in vidIQ, which by the way, if you're not using vidIQ, we do have an affiliate link down below in the description. You can check it out and buy us a cup of coffee. But this is how it works. If I go here, I can basically, because I've already set my preferences, these are all of my preferences, channel topics that I want to remix with. And you can see right here, this one YouTube hack makes your videos go viral. Every creator needs this. Well, I wouldn't want to say that. I would say micro viral, all right? Because that's more truthful. I don't want to just say something to say something. I want it to be truthful. The number one YouTube SEO tip to rank any video, fast and easy results everyone needs. The simple content strategy gets millions of views. Every YouTuber over 40 should know. The ultimate YouTube video creation checklist. Everyone making videos needs this. Now, this is going off of this. I like this one YouTube hack or this one YouTube intro tip, right? That's what I would probably try. Now let's go over to the thumbnails. What makes that thumbnail work? One exercise, 25 muscles. All right, this one here, one exercise, 25 muscles. Let's look down here. Oh, wow, look at this one. This one move builds complete core strength. People over 50 need this. 174,000 views. This one exercise builds muscle everywhere. Everyone over 50 needs this, right? That one there, it's almost the same exact one. 113,000. Let's keep going here. This one band exercise strengthens weak knees fast. Everyone over 50 needs this. 73,000 views. So do you see how one video can literally get your channel on the map? And it doesn't take a lot of extra work, but it does take understanding your niche and also outlier titles. These are outlier titles, which, by the way, if you would like to get access to, we have a top 10 list of outlier titles that have performed well for us and some of our students. If you'd like to get a copy of that, just comment hooks down below. We call it our title hooks outlier swipe file. If you'd like a copy of that, like I said, just put hooks in the comments and we'll send you a copy of that. All right. But like I said, one of the biggest things here is really making sure we get the title right. We also get the thumbnail right. And then from there, we're consistent. But you might be saying, but Scott, I don't know how to find outlier titles. I just gave you one. All right. These here are outlier titles for his channel. Yes, now he's got 60,000 subscribers, but he has a video with over 850,000 views. That's an outlier, meaning he didn't have that many subscribers. So you can't say that all of those views came from subscribers. So that's how we kind of use that little bit of a formula there. So you could literally take this or take the swipe file I just offered you and use those. I even give you examples on how you can kind of custom tailor those in different niches. So again, hooks in the comments and we'll send you a copy of that. But this is not going to work if you put out one video or two videos and just pray that it's going to work. It's going to need to be done again and again and again. But strategically thinking about the title, the thumbnail, and then doing it consistently. Now, you've heard me say it from the very beginning almost. Your title is the number one thing. And this is where a lot of people get hung up. Here's what I'd like to do for you. Watch that video right there. I'm going to walk you through those top 10 outlier titles, and I will show you even more examples on how you can adapt them to multiple niches. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there. Cut. And that's it.
Yep. And
alrighty.
Just like that, that video would be done for the week. So now Wednesday, again, we'd edit it tonight or tomorrow. Yep. I'd get that up. And then Wednesday it would be posted for us. Now, this is where, and again, everything we're talking about right now, we have taught in our content magic. I believe that is in the description as well, if you guys want to check that out. And what we taught pretty much in that is what we're doing right now. So like, that's just right now, if you think about it, we had the live stream today. That's our form of content for the day. Now we have Wednesday's video that was shot in here that we'll cut out and put. If we wanted to do another video, we could do another video. So for example, like the video you said you're going to do this week, Dad. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to, if you prepared for it, obviously, you would have been like, oh, I can do that today too. And then now you have another video. So now if you want to post on Thursday or Friday, it's all done. And the power of using the live stream and kind of like, it's almost like you're not multitasking, but kind of, you're doing like multiple things, is there's no stop and start. So like a lot of people struggle with the content portion of creating because they're too, analytical on themselves and they have to stop all the time. And I didn't like how I looked in this or that, or didn't like what they said in the first line, whatever. When you're on live, you don't really have those opportunities to kind of stop. I mean, you do, but you don't. You kind of still going. You just got to go with the flow. So that's the good thing. And I truly believe too, when you are live, you have more of a authentic feel, I should say, because you have to talk how you really are feeling right now. Like you can't really fake it as much as like on a video you shoot in your room by yourself, whatever. you can keep polishing it until it's like fake. You know what I mean? Like you're reading the script, you're doing all this, and it looks like you're a robot, right? With this, you can't really do that. Like we made a joke before on the fly. I was like, hey, I want to show you this, blah, blah, blah. Like all that stuff you can't really do on, I mean, you can, but typically creators don't do that, right? So it's like it kind of gets you also out of that comfort zone to where now it's like you just got to react and you're just reacting. And the cool thing I love too about it is, because I know the biggest thing is what do you do if you don't have people on? You still do it. When we started this channel, we had one person on and we still did it until we got to 2 to 3 to whatever, right? I mean, we're even not getting as many as we used to right now because we did a little bit of a pivot, had a little, we're down a little bit on YouTube, but starting to kind of pick it back up. But I mean, I remember this was kind of crazy. I don't know if you remember this, that last year, our biggest live stream on this channel was, I believe it was on Black Friday. And it was on Black Friday, which we weren't going to do. I just came home and I said, hey, I was out of town. I was in Atlanta and I was like, hey, I'm coming home. I can get back in time. We can shoot the live stream. Like, I don't know if anyone will show up, blah, blah, blah. But like, let's just do it. Right. I think we were just shy of 100 people. At concurrent, when we went on, and we were like, what the heck? Why is everyone on right now? It was great. Awesome feeling. We didn't expect that. But again, like we've been through it all. I mean, even on Brain Craze, you've had 200 plus on.
Oh gosh, we had 500.
Yeah, 500. Like, but again, it's funny. And going back to this, let's go back a little bit, right? I'll bring you back. Do you remember when you first came up with the idea of the coffee talk for brand creators?
Yeah, it was a long time.
I remember that.
It was
because I remember you were like, you weren't really live streaming. And you were like, I've been starting to see some guys are talking about live streaming, this and that. And it would help if I already did it and then I could create a video out of it maybe, or I can at least just build a community. You're, again, building an audience like you talk about. And you're like, where it's just kind of the same thing every week. It's a little more casual, but yet we're talking about a specific point, blah, blah, blah. And it was your coffee talk. And that coffee talk ended up like, again, you were on average every time you went on, you had at least 200 plus on every time you went on for brand creators. And it's funny because you originally weren't going to do it. It just kind of came up with, you're like, I'm going to try it, see how it goes. And do you remember, I'm going to put you on the spot, how long did it take for you to get even 50 people on? Because I know it wasn't right away. I think you had maybe like 15 or 20 in the beginning.
Yeah.
But like 50 to 100, did it like how long did it take? Now it's different time, but like
I mean, I can't recall exactly, but I mean it was several months.
Yeah, see, even that, just several months. But your whole thing, and I think I'll toot your horn a little bit on this one. Your thing is you're very good with consistency, no matter what the result is early on. Because you know that it could potentially be something and you need enough data back to know it was worth it or it wasn't worth it. So like, for example, when you were doing your podcast, you were doing for, I don't know how many, you'll know how many years, but you were doing 3 episodes a week and you never missed. It was always whatever, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Was that your dates? But you never missed. Like, and that was for years. Right?
It was over 7 years.
7 years, 3 episodes a week. There was never a miss, no matter if there was a vacation, no matter whatever.
No, I would batch record.
You do all that. It's the same thing with this. How long now? I mean, I know how long. It's been a year since we've been doing this, and we've shown up for a live stream every week. You know what I mean? Like, and again, we're still trying to get to the next level to kind of level it up a little bit. We're still tweaking things. We did something a little different today in the beginning, sharing a little bit of the wizard and stuff. We also want to have a little bit more engagement with our live stream people coming in. So also I'll throw that out there. Whoever's on right now, what's something on a live stream? For example, we're all about creators and growth and YouTube and all that. Like, what's something that you guys would really want to engage in that would, obviously I know we're giving you value, but like be valuable to where you're like, oh, I want to come to that every week kind of thing, even though we have a bunch of people in here that do that. But I'm just curious for the first timers out there, like, is it thumbnail reviews? Is it the title thing we're doing, showing outlier titles and stuff, right? Like, what's something that is worth it to you? That, because our biggest thing is we want to serve you guys. We want to serve the audience. We want you guys to want to come back, because not just because we want the views or nothing, that doesn't help us. Like, we're not AdSense people. We're not worried about that. We're trying to build that community up, right? And so we always talk about is like, we need to serve our audience first and try to figure out what they want. And I think obviously we're doing a good job of that right now, but we're still always trying to, tweak it so that way we're hitting the best thing. Simple AI said, tip of the week or a goal. That's not a bad idea of almost, again, this is just, we're thinking out loud now. This is the end of the live stream where we kind of just, again, this is just the real talk, we're just talking. It would be interesting, Dad, is even just doing like a little, like, instead of like a tip or a goal, kind of like a homework of the week. Because then you can kind of see who comes back. But it's like, hey, I want you to, this is the title we're working on today. I want you next time to come in with the title that you did and shoot the video on it. I want you to give us the results on it. Yeah. That'd be interesting too, and maybe we pull up one or two and look at the stats. If you guys email us the, your actual stats, we can even go through that and stuff. Update for 2026. What is working now? What will work for next year? Yeah. But, and also too, we're trying to find some stuff that's not just like its own dedicated video, but something that we can, again, engage. Like right now, we can kind of go back and forth with you guys a little bit. Now, obviously, we want it to be to a point where it's like, we're going to allow like, 20 minutes to go on this. So that way we can still get our batch recording in and all of that, right? Like we were doing this for a while, which we haven't really promoted this, but we can still go back to this too a little bit. Even we had SpeakPipe going where we were taking questions, but we use that for a podcast. Would be interesting to kind of do like Dave Ramsey style, instead of it being a live call in, but being like a live SpeakPipe. And maybe we play a little bit of that and we listen to it and then kind of like answer a question or two, in the beginning. Again, I'm just thinking out loud. What's your thoughts over there?
Yeah, I don't know. I think, again, it comes down to like what's most useful. And I'm thinking like for myself personally, like I like seeing like either case studies or test results or things that someone's reviewing something. Like I'm always about like, because then I can adapt that situation to my own stuff. I mean, I've paid for masterminds $30,000 to be part of it, and the most value wasn't from the person that I was like part of that mastermind. Yes, that's valuable. Mine was like looking at other people's situations and examples of what they're testing and seeing like, oh, I might try that. I might test that. So to me, I think, I think just like a test result. Like if we said, all right, we're going to do this video, here's the title, we're going to report on it next week and let you know how it did. Right. That way you're not necessarily like having to have that person come back because for whatever reason they can't. And then all of a sudden now you can't give the payoff. Right. The payoff is like, what did the test result do? You know what I mean? So like, even for us, it might be like, okay, we got 4 titles we're going to do on a video. I want you to vote on it. Whoever votes the highest on a title, we'll test it. And then the following week we'll come back and we'll report on the analytics of it. Something like that.
I like that too. I'm just going to throw another thing out there. Listen, I like, listening to the people, So a lot of you guys are saying some great things in here. The homework challenge sounds like good. Thanks for your channel. Learned a lot. Appreciate it. Ever thought about a podcast of people you mentor? We have done it. We've had some people on as guests. We're looking into doing a little bit more of some guest podcasting. But yes, honestly, recently we've had it more for people that are in our exclusive like groups, that are in, some of our paid mentorships and stuff. Like we're doing more kind of like exclusive interviews for them. Because it is a little bit, I guess, just more exclusive because they, obviously they're paying for it. So we need to, make sure everyone's getting, their worth and the value in that. But I mean, we have had people on the past, like Gavin, for example, who's crushing it. We've had him on. We did a podcast with him, an interview style, and then we also did one just kind of talking about his whole progress as well. But I was thinking another thing too. I'm just, again, curious while you guys are engaging right now. I love this. Is when you think of like a community aspect, like right now, if I was to say, hey, you guys could join a community. Let's say we created a community. You guys could join it. What is the things in that community that makes you be like, I want to be in that and I want to like be engaging in that? And again, I'm not saying like really us in it. Like, yes, we're in there giving tips and this and that. But like what's in the fact of like, because we always talk about like networking and stuff, like what is the thing that like as a creator you guys are looking for the most? Is it the help with the thumbnails? Is it the help with the titles? Is it the help with the intros? Like what is it that you're like, that's what I struggle with the most? And even though I heard it 100 times, I still need help on it every time I post a video or whatever, right? Because I feel like even like the confidence on camera and stuff like that, like I'm just curious, like what is some of your guys' takes on like what is not holding you back, but I guess the biggest like obstacle you got to overcome when you're creating your content? I'm just curious.
Yeah, and if you guys are watching this on the replay, just drop any of your thoughts or anything. We're listening and we're monitoring, and every comment we see, we reply to. So yeah, we definitely want to hear from you guys. And for 2026, our plans are to help as many creators as we can, and also creators that are business owners. Like, I'm not going to deny that we are using YouTube as a vehicle for our business. And that's what, I mean, we have our 100K roadmap, which if you have not downloaded that yet, I strongly recommend that you do. It's like 18 pages, just comment 100K and we'll go ahead and send you a copy of that, or you can go in the description. It should be there as well. But yeah, I mean, we're figuring out what is the best way for us to help creators, because most creators are not just creating to create, they're creating because they're looking for monetization. And with that, there's a ton of different ways you can monetize. We got Matt, who I think jumped on.
He's on right now. Community building is so important. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I mean, Matt's, been following the 100K roadmap, and he just crossed $40,000 in his first, I think, since he's been monetized, like 3 or 4 months. So like, it's totally possible, but if you don't have a plan, then it's harder. So like, we want to help people get to monetization, but we also want them to create something that they're proud of, something that they have a purpose behind. So yeah. So anyway, let us know that in the comments. We'd love to hear from you and love you to help us help you for 2026, because we are fast approaching. It's going to be here before you know it. So yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. That's going to wrap it up. That's our live stream for the week. We will have another video going up tomorrow. It's our little Mustang series, so stay tuned for that.
Which I want to say something about that real quick. Okay. So this is for the insiders of the 15 current people we have on, and anyone who sees the replay. So again, it's not going to be too many.
Yeah.
But we're doing something right now, intentional, in these videos for the Tuesday. Besides it being like the title and all that, like, yeah, that's great. Okay. We're doing something that no one's picked up on yet. We've done it twice, but now it's going to we're going to amp it up a little bit. We're going to test putting something in the video that really has nothing to do with the video, but it's something that could spark some talk or some engagement. Okay. That thing is going to have to do with what he's using as, I'll say, a prop. And I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, you're giving a little bit.
The reason I'm saying this is because tomorrow's video, when it goes out, which, speaking of, I got to give you it, by the way, so you can see the video. But when you guys watch it, I want you to comment about it and be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I know what it is. Right. Or you can just even talk about what it is. Again, I'm leaving it as like kind of like open-ended so you guys don't know exactly. But we're intentionally putting something in there. And it's funny because we've done it in 2 videos. Well, I should say he's done it because he's the one shooting the video. And no one picked up on it when you didn't really think of it intentionally for that reason. Now we are.
Right.
But no one said anything and you're surprised. You're like, that's weird. I'm curious how many like things I can do or people don't.
And that one got over 8,000 or 9,000 views. So
Yeah,
I would have
no
thought, I would have thought someone would have caught it. And someone
and it's
would have
not like, again, it has nothing to do with the video. It's just something that would naturally spark a conversation in the
or
comments.
just a remark.
And for example, like when you started, Dad, using the whiteboard, which we're bringing the whiteboard back. I know you guys missed it. It's coming back. But he used to always say it wasn't just a whiteboard, but he would mention purposely, this is my handy dandy whiteboard. My son used to watch Blue's Clues, blah, blah, blah. I can't tell you when you first started that and you had that video go, how many people in the comments were like, oh, I love Blue's Clues. Oh, my son watched Blue's Clues, blah, 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 right? And so now every time in videos, people are looking for the handy dandy whiteboard, not just whiteboard, the handy dandy whiteboard, right? He kind of coined it that, right? Well, the thing we're going to do now, we're not even going to mention it. It's just going to be there. And then eventually, and I think you guys are going to catch on to it. I know Ken Drago said, you got me curious now. You're going to catch on to it. And now every video that he does that style, you're going to be looking for what that is. And you're probably going to have a feeling towards what it is. Not in a bad way, but like it could be a memory of something. It could be funny. It could be.
Or it could just be like, why are you using it? Yeah. Like, why is that there? Or just a comment about it. We're going to leave it at that. So, and those are going to be like right now I'm scheduling them for Tuesday. So Tuesday, the way that I'm doing those is like, I'm literally, and for anybody that's like, oh, I don't know how you create videos, like so many videos, like how can you do it? I'm going to tell you what happens on Tuesday, how I'm doing this. Tuesday morning is going to be shot in my Mustang or around my Mustang. I have a 1973 Mustang. It's old school. It's not a perfect car. It's one that I got after I sold my 87 Mustang when I had kids, right? So I got it like 9 years ago, but it's parked in the garage. I barely drive it, but when I do, it's fun. But I wanted to use that as like my place of like, I don't know, hanging out with my friends, right? And then people that are there are going to feel like you're there with me and we're hanging out in the old school car. And also I'm, in my 50s, so people can kind of relate to that. But all I do is I back the car out. I sit in the front seat, open the door. I set my tripod up with my phone. I get my lav mic and I shoot the video. And I'm typically going to do it around 8 or 8:30 in the morning when I have my cup of coffee. And then I come inside, I take the video off my phone, put it up there. I do a quick little bit of edits, thumbnail, boom. It's up by, I think I scheduled that at like 11:45, something like that, because that's the time that I could actually get it done by noon.
Yep. And
so that's been Tuesday videos. And the last 2 have done pretty good. Right. And so we're going to try to build off of that. And now we're going to incorporate a little Easter egg there that is going to be deliberately done. And we're going to see what kind of engagement that gets, because we do know that engagement does drive the algorithm in some way, shape, or form. So anyway, we're going to leave it at that. All right. I already have the topic pretty much picked out. I'm going to go over that with you again, Scotty, though, before I finalize it. But I'm pretty sure I know what I'm going to do there. And guys, here's the thing. Don't overthink it. Like, what do you have to lose other than whatever time it took to shoot that video? And if you're not spending hours editing and stuff, it doesn't take that much time. Like literally, I'm going to record it at, let's say 8:30, and I'm going to have that thing uploaded by 11, but I'm not doing the work all that time. It's 8:30 to, let's say, 9. And then I'm going to take, a little walk or whatever. And then I'll come in, I'll import the video, do the edits, probably take me an hour and 15 minutes tops. If that much. All right. So, Anyway, that's what we got, guys. We're going to wrap it up. I want to thank you guys. And let us know this before we do go. All of you that are still on with us, how many of you have been on since the beginning of this broadcast? We're at an hour and 11 minutes. This is a little bit longer. Scotty was a little chatty today. A little chatty. He had a lot on his mind. He wanted to talk a little bit more. So hour and 11 minutes. How many of you are from the beginning or came in late? Let us know that in the comments. The Simple AI Guide says yes. So I'm saying I believe that means that you've been here since the beginning, right? Again, another reason why you want to do this type of stuff, because it's like you build that relationship deeper. If someone spends an hour and 11 minutes with you, they kind of know you a little bit, right? Like you can't fake it.
No.
Late, first time, for creators. Well, thank you anyway for coming, and we appreciate you doing that. Yep, got to catch it all. Matt, all right. Yeah, so yeah, thank you all for being here from the beginning. And if you came in midstream, that's fine too. But we just want to thank you guys. All the links and everything we talked about are in the description, so check that out. And if you want that wizard that we shared in the beginning, that's also in the description down below. And that's it, guys. Yeah, so first time ever, enjoyed it, we'll return. Awesome. That's what it's all about. One subscriber at a time, one person at a time. Keep that in mind, guys. All right, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action. Have an awesome, amazing day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
See you.